Hey Cougar fans, Carter Gledhill back with another Coaches Weekly with head men's basketball coach Steve Kollar. Coach, first off, congratulations on another conference victory against Division Street rival Dominican University, winning 68-60, improving to 6-6 on the season, 4-3 in conference. It has to be a good feeling to know that you can beat the team down the street and keep things rolling in conference play.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't pretty, it was just one of those games where we were just a tick off, for whatever reason. We got really good shots, we just didn't finish them. They made some big plays and they were ready to go. And credit to our guys, we kind of went on an 8-0 run in the half. And then the second half, we really turned up the D and we got it going a little bit.
And it's kind of this reoccurring theme that we've seen throughout the season. You find yourself down at one point in the first half by much as 13 in the last game against Dominican. You climb back within 5 at halftime. But what was the difference between this game and previous games and being able to push over that edge and get back into the winning column?
Yeah, well, we've been getting off to better starts. That's been an emphasis. After the Trine game, you could really see a change, right? We were up 8-7 and then it was like 28-10. And we were like, hey, we can't do this. We can't keep doing this. And so there was a physical and a mental change with our guys. And we were very intentional about getting off to a better start, right? So we've been doing that, but then it's been about just handling that run, right? Not letting it snowball. And then talking about what that looks like, okay? If they go on a run, because that's going to happen, what does it look like to end that run, all right? Getting a stop, right? Offensively, maybe just going for that single and not hitting that home run. And then staying connected. So our guys have done a much better job, and we talked about it. Like, they just threw their best punch. Now we've got to handle it, and then what is our our punch? What does that entail? So we've done a better job of handling that.
Well, big punch for you guys offensively was points in the paint with 42. That's the most you guys had in a game since December 6th against Concordia, Wisconsin. With that mindset of just attacking the inside, when you know you're not really shooting lights out outside, how do you get in-game rhythm and making that adjustment offensively so you can keep attacking?
Yeah, well, that was part of our game plan, was dominate the paint. And that was from our post touches, from our guards getting to the rim, offensive rebounds. Like you said, we didn't shoot the lights out exactly. And we had great shots, though, but for whatever reason, but there was opportunities to get second chances. And I think we had 11 or 12 offensive rebounds. So when we're not shooting it well, we've got to make sure we're crashing and give ourselves other opportunities.
And one big player that came back for you guys in that game was Brent Hatton after missing 7 games, coming off the bench, playing 18 minutes, scoring 15 points, and shooting 6 of 8 from the field. It must feel good going into the heart of conference right now, knowing that one of your veteran players who's played significant amount of minutes in the past is back and starting to contribute again.
Yeah, it feels great. He just adds so much, defensively. The guy attempted 4 charges. I think he got 2, probably should have got 3 of them. So on that end, he's a high-level rebounder. And inside out, he's a really tough cover. He can shoot it, and if you don't guard him, he'll knock it down. If you do, he's got one of the best shot fakes in America, even if you know it's coming. And he's really good at being able to kind of maneuver through the paint. And he's got an unbelievable body on him. And when he uses that, he's tough to stop. So it's awesome to have one of your top guys back in the mix, for sure.
Now, defensively, your team really stepped it up, as you mentioned, kind of going into the later parts and putting a stop on the run. Dominican in the first half shot 50% from the field. And then the second half only knocked down 8 field goals. So what was the defensive adjustment in order to eliminate that Stars offense?
Oh, they hit some tough shots early on. I think they banked a 3 in. They hit another one. They hit a couple really tough ones. We watched their film the other day, and we have a hand up with 2 on the shot clock, and a guy hits a 3. Like, that doesn't bother us, But they were ready to go, and they were fired up. And then I think we kind of just didn't gamble as much, and our rotation was on point in the second half. Where a guy maybe got baseline, and it led to a drift and an open look. That didn't happen in the second half. And to our guys' credit, they were locked in, from the start. It wasn't we weren't ready to play or anything like that. They just played a little bit better than we did, and we missed some easy ones, and then we were able to counter that in the second half and really, like you said, notch up the D.
Well, you're on a 3-game conference win streak right now. How big is that right now to pick up the speed as you go into the middle of January and you start inching closer to the conference tournament?
Yeah, it is big. We're just playing better. We're playing better. We're practicing at a higher level, and thus we're playing at a higher level. And it's just our guys are really intentional about what they're doing. And yeah, you feel good. You come in the gym, you come off of a win, your practice has a little bit more juice. And so, it's a testament to our guys of just staying connected and kind of weathering the storm a little bit early on. And I don't think that's over with, but just doing a great job of controlling what we can control and being intentional about our preparation on a daily basis, and they're seeing the benefits of that.
Well, you have a rematch against the Marian University Sabres this Saturday here in Geisman Gymnasium at 4:15. Lost by 2 points in the last contest against the Sabres. What's going to be the difference maker to avoid the loss that we saw in the first game and come back here at home and continue that win streak?
Yeah, we kind of let one slip away there. We didn't help ourselves by getting down 15-6, I think it was. But we had a 12-point lead in that second half, and Marian made the plays at the end. You know, we were late on a rotation, they made a big shot. But they're playing as well as anybody in the league right now. I think they've won 4 in a row. Offensively, they're at another level right now. But our guys will be ready for the challenge. They love that. Defensively, we're going to have to be really good. And we got them at home, you know, so it's our opportunity to get that one back.
Well, like we said, Cougars are back at home Saturday afternoon at 4:15 against the Marian University Sabres. You can tune in at CUCougars.com for the live stream and all live stats and game day coverage. I'm Carter Gledhill. He is Steve Kollar. We'll see you next week for another edition of Coaches Weekly.